from Bacon Level to Blue Ball, welcome and welcome back, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon, and today I am excited to announce the results of this past Legend League season, and yes, I used the Gala famous Southern Teaser Town Hall 15 base the entire season. We are going to look at the highlights and the lowlights, and of course, if you enjoy Clash of Clans action like this and more entertaining and informative content, plus the earliest and most accurate update information, please do subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and prepare yourself for the amazing. And another amazing thing, just because it's here, creator codes. Thank you, Supercell, for using creator codes to help content creators. Please, players, use one. It doesn't have to be Galadon, although that is my favorite, but please use at least somebody's creator code when you make a purchase. Okay, so yes, we are watching, to kick things off, a couple of failures when it comes to attacking the Southern Teaser base. Many of these players this past season were caught off guard by the seemingly exposed Town Hall 15, and, well, it led to disaster in many cases. Now, I will tell you, obviously, we're seeing the destruction of the Town Hall. This is higher level content. If you have been watching the channel for a while, you saw that around 5,000 trophies or so, it's pretty easy to fool the average Legend League player. Many players walked away with 0 stars. These replays that you're watching right here are around 53 to as high as 5,600 trophies. So you're looking at players who have made a concerted effort to push a little bit higher into Legend League, although obviously far from the upper echelon of professional players who surpass 6,000 or 7,000 trophies, which is an area I admittedly will likely never see again. And I'm okay with that, and we'll get to a little bit more about why I'm okay with that later. But the first defense wraps up with a 33% 1-star, and notice I only lost 8 trophies. That's the beauty of it right here. That is what we're shooting for. A 1-star is a huge win when it comes to a Legend League defense. If you get 3-starred, you're going to lose 40 trophies. The 1-star defenses are very often a single-digit loss, which makes it so much easier to maintain Legend League, and that, my friends, is really all that I do most of the time. In most Legend League seasons, I will not try to push higher, and for most players, I'm just going to be honest here, it doesn't make a lot of sense to push any higher earlier in the season. Unless you are a global leaderboard type player, you can push to a relatively high Legend League trophy count by just attacking the last week or two of the season, and I will put forth that video in just a couple of days talking about how I did that. In the meantime, let's take a look at the last 23 defenses on my log using the Southern Teaser. Now, these were 53 to 5,600 trophies. You can see 26% of defenses were 1-stars. There was only 1 triple. There was a 0-star defense that you saw scroll by there on the log, but I did not count that here because it looked like possibly the player disconnected due to Wi-Fi issues. They had 0 stars and 0%. So overall, did this base work for me? I would say yes. Could it have worked better? Probably. Yeah, although we only saw 1 triple, we saw quite a few 1-stars. It's hard to say. I think the 2-star defenses resulted in a lot of trophy losses, relatively high percentages, and we might have done better with a more original, more unique, or more strategically designed base. Let's be honest, this Southern Teaser base is to base designs as E-Dragon spam is to attacking. It's just slapping stuff down and hoping something works. Now, this player right here had the general right idea. They came from the opposite side. The top of this base is very, very weak. And although there wasn't a whole lot of funneling here, you can see that the majority of the units did head towards the Town Hall. And we got the blimp, invincible imped to the Town Hall, and failed to take the Town Hall down due to all of the massive bombs, traps, minesweepers, Teslas, expos, scatters, and everything else that were ready, prepared, and annihilated whatever dropped out of that blimp. So now this player, and hey, by the way, In all seriousness, thank you to any and all who have served our country. You are the reason that we are able to play silly video games and we're not cracking rocks for some foreign dictator. Seriously, thank you, all of you, and not just on Veterans Day, every single day of the year. Thank you to our United States Armed Forces veterans and retired. Okay, so, and that's why I feel bad about showing this, because this guy's probably a Marine. He could probably kill me with one finger. And I'm showing his 1-star fail. But, you know, he made a good effort. And he almost got the town hall down. The builders working furiously to repair. But this was indicative of the 1-star fails. We either saw them take the town hall and very little else, or take a bunch of other percentage and not get the town hall. Now, there were occasional annihilations. And this, my friends, was from anything but a loving attacker. Love came into my base and annihilated it. So obviously there are many different ways to triple this base. I thought this was the prettiest that happened this season, although I went ahead and I looked back throughout all of my records for the entire season. I was only 3-starred 3 times over the entire season. But you need to remember this, most of the season was spent right around 5,000 trophies. I just did what I call treading water. I just wanted to stay in Legend League so that I didn't get raided for loot, but I didn't bother to push to try to go higher because I know my limitations. And if you're an experienced player, you probably know where those limitations lie. Mine, right around 56 to 5,700 without rotating through a bunch of different Legend League bases, researching good bases, changing them each day, and really focusing on my attacks and going full try hard. I have too many accounts to do all that every single day and to get all 8 attacks in. That's the other beautiful part about Legend League. If you have a base like this that defends pretty darn well at 5,000, some days you can get by with doing maybe 2 attacks and you won't lose net trophies at all. So for the majority of the season, that's exactly what I did, and it allowed me to focus on other accounts and on clan games and clan capital and clan war and CWL. There's a lot to be done, obviously. So then the final 7 to 10 days of the season, we push. I went full try hard for the last week of the season, and that episode is upcoming. We'll show you how far I could get, and I'll give you a little sneak peek. How about number 1? Yeah, number 1. You heard it here first. Stay tuned for that episode, Galafam. Check the link to this base down in the comments, and thank you for sticking around all the way to the end. Now get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, week, month, and year. Be kind to other people, animals, and the planet, and I hope to see every last one of you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Don't you call that a teaser? I'll give you a teaser. I'll show my face at 2 million subs.